everyone. Good morning. This is Rachel live from Kalkine Studios and you're watching The Opening Bell. Let us cast an eye over how market charters panning out today. The ASX 200 opened higher this morning. However, trends seem to be gripping the market charter. The bottom performing stocks in this index are tech stocks Nearmap, Hub24 and Appen, while the IT sector is the leading dragger. Miners are pulling up the benchmark's chords. On Wednesday, the ASX 200 charged higher and marked its 52-week high of 7,112, breaching its previous resistance of around 7,095. Today, the benchmark index is looking to continue its gains. Looking at the energy space now, the Brent crude fell 0.3% to $68.67 a barrel, while the West Texas Intermediate crude was down 0.6% and settled at $65.29. It could be a red trading session for the Australian energy players such as Woodside Petroleum, Beach Energy and Oil Search. The commodity space saw gold prices picking up. Spot gold added 0.4% to $1,784.69 an ounce, while the US gold futures gained 0.29% to $1,784 an ounce. Softening of the US dollar helped gold to rack up some gains. Australian gold miners such as De Grey Mining, Newcrest Mining and Silver Lake Resources could trade higher today. With the steel rally charging up, iron ore prices appear strong. ASX listed iron ore players such as Fortescue Metals and Rio Tinto could be under the spotlight today. Moving on to other major newsmakers, the biggest news of the day comes from the third Big Four bank of the week, the National Australia Bank. The NAB announced on Thursday a cash profit of $3.34 billion for the first half of 2021. That's owing to recovery in the economy. The cash profit was 94.8% more than announced in the corresponding period last year. Notably, the NAB has doubled its previous interim dividend after reporting a stronger than expected cash profit during the first half of the year. The bank declared an interim dividend of 60 cents a share. In a presentation at Macquarie Australia conference this morning, the ASX announced it was on track to meet its guidance for capital spending of $110 to $150 million. It would also meet its operating expense growth range target of 8 to 9% for the full year. Resort and casino owner the Star Entertainment Group says that even as its performance was improving, COVID-19 restrictions continue to impact the second half of the financial year. Moving on now, established leader in vehicle fleet leasing, fleet management and diversified financial services, the Eclipx Group says that its revenue from continuing operations dipped 0.7% to $333.2 million, while cash net profit after tax rose 153.4% to $39.3 million. Media player Southern Cross Media Group announced that its third quarter advertising revenues were down 4.3%. However, it was better than guidance of between 6 to 8% dip. Another prominent media, HT&E, said its Australian radio network business saw an improving advertising market, with total revenues for their first quarter up almost 2.5% on the prior period, with March 2021 an improvement as on March 2020. Aerial imagery technology and location data company Nearmap says that it has made aware of a complaint filed against its subsidiary Nearmap US in the United States District Court that's alleging patent infringement. The complaint was filed on behalf of Eagle View Technologies and Pictometry International Corp. Moving on now to cryptocurrency. The largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, pared almost all the losses of Tuesday's session after surging 6.7% on Wednesday to $56,831. Ethereum notched up 5.9% to $3,430 on Wednesday. Let us now look at the US market performance overnight, which is closely tracked across global markets. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones increased by 0.29%, closing the session at 34,230.3. The S&P 500 closed almost flat, with a minor downtick of 0.07%, as gains in energy and a few other sectors provided some support. The Nasdaq fell 0.37%, extending the previous session's sell-off. Tech giants such as Amazon and Microsoft were the biggest drags. On Tuesday, the Nasdaq fell sharply after US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen's comments on rate hikes. Meanwhile, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos sold almost $2 million worth of Amazon stock in the past 2 days, as per the latest Securities and Exchange Commission filings. The update follows robust quarterly earnings released a week ago. Moving on now to the performance of the greenback. The US dollar fell from more than a 2-week high hit during the day and closed almost flat after retracing from the day's high, following softer than expected US economic data. In April, the US private payrolls rose by the highest in 7 months. That's according to ADP data revealed on Wednesday, as companies ramped up production to meet a surge in demand amid massive government support and continued COVID-19 vaccination drive. However, according to economists in a Reuters poll, the 742,000 private jobs created fell short of their estimate of 800,000 jobs. Another report from the Institute for Supply Management revealed that the services industry activity softened in April 2021 from a record level in March, probably on the back of shortages of inputs amid a surge in demand. The benchmark 10-year yield hit a session high of 1.626%, closing at 1.57%, well below a 14-month high of 1.776%, as marked on the 30th of March 2021. Let us see what impact the markets this will have this week. The Reserve Bank of Australia's Deputy Governor Guy Debelle will speak on monetary policy during COVID today. That's at the Shan Memorial Lecture in Perth at 5 p.m. Australian Western Time. That's 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Market players are also keenly eyeing the RBA's quarterly statement on monetary policy to be released on Friday. Well, that's all for now. Stay tuned for more live updates on Kalkine TV across the economy, markets and sectors. I'm Rachel, signing off for Kalkine TV.